Okay, people, here we are. We're here, and we're actually right in the middle of their territory marker. These trees, now, somebody, there's somebody going to say something to the sort of, well, how do you know it was Bigfoot? How do you know, how do you know it wasn't the wind? Well, let's also ask the question, does the wind do everything? To me, the wind does not do everything. The wind can push down trees, it can snap the tops off of trees, but these trees were uprooted, pushed over, and there's two of them. These are both new, and what else would a Sasquatch do other than work with trees, animals, be in the woods? So when you're looking at their signs and you're starting to look at the habitat they're in, and I live right in the middle of their habitat, there's all kinds of questions to ask and to answer and things to pay attention to. See, I've been in the woods for a very long time, and I know the woods. When you start getting into the wood and you're going down a trail, sure, there's things that can be noticed, but when you get into woods like this, the real thick woods, you're going to start noticing things and things that they do. And we're going to get into that. I'm going to elaborate on that very soon. This is new to the area. Now, we can see this clearly. Now, over here, what we have is we can see that it's literally uprooted. I mean, the roots of the tree came up when it fell over. And as well as this one over here, right here, it was fully cracked, and this one fell that way. And it's new, by the way. Now, when we look over here, we can see that that one is laid over and the roots are sticking up as well. And once again, this is towards the trail's end. We have one coming this way, one going that way, one laid across. The one on the bottom laid across is actually an old one. Okay, now when we look at this from a certain point of view, we have a trail. It leads straight that way. And then we have a trail that continues this way. This trail goes back into the woods, and it's not maintained. It's maintained by Sasquatch. What they do is they make sure that there's blockage. There's blockage across the trail that, and I've been wondering this, is if in fact what they're trying to say is either don't come back here, my clan is back here, or don't come back here, there's nothing good back here. It's not, it's not going to benefit you at all. There's no food, or, there's no water, or something of that sort. Or it says, if you come back here, we're back here. And I don't think it's only talking to humans. I think it's a part of their highway signs saying to other Sasquatches, there's a family back here. You come back here, I'm going to fight for my territory. Hello everybody, this is Animikia Sin, Joe Hoagland, up on the Net Lake Reservation, and today what I'm doing is I'm explaining tree signs and the Sasquatch Highway and how it's going to work, and how it works, and the stopping points of how you know where you're going to run into a hotspot, where you're going to run into a clan. Now, this might not work for every clan out there, but this is the way they're working it in Minnesota, and this is how they're doing it. With me, I have my nephew Justin, and right now what we're doing is we're going out to a second spot, a second road, and it's going to be part 2 of, understanding when you know you're in a Sasquatch spot. Okay, people, here we are, slowly heading up the road to the north. Now, what I'd like people to notice is the amount of snapped branches, deadwood, tree arcs, leaned trees against each other, teepee structures, and other such things. Now, and what they do is all along this road, other than the main road, is nothing can enter this little forested area without being heard. Nothing. I mean, no wolves, bears, anything like that is going to enter this area without being heard. And I'm talking about small, they will go as far as small twigs on the ground, so that when you're walking, now somebody might say, that's just natural, dead trees falling and things like that, but you know it's not always that natural. Up ahead on the trail, the things that we're going to run into uh, will all suggest signs of not bear, not natural. They're actually making an attempt to say, we're here. Don't come down here. Don't mess with us. We're here. Now, as I was saying before, it's a part of a highway. And what we're coming into is part of that highway. Now, to the left here, that is part of the old fire break. It's part of the it's part of their highway, and even that part over there has large X's, large trees laying across the road, um, and suggesting that it's a block. So that's part of their highway, and I'm gonna put it on. I'm also gonna put a spot on Google Maps that'll help people understand what I'm attempting to explain to people who don't know, other researchers who might not know.